Please welcome to the stage, Mike Zakarian.
All right, what's going on, everybody? We're just going to start with this. Let's just start with this because this email just came through. It just came through right now. Just a little reminder here. We're a Dog Bowl qualifier officially, as that email just hit the inbox. As the music was playing, the phone went buzz, and I saw that. So come on, baby. Hope everybody's doing well. Who do we have in the chat this afternoon? This morning we got Boston Base here. We got the comment, man. Happy birthday to Jaden Ivey and Denzel Valentine. We got Borland in the chat. Good to see everybody. It's Hershey's here. Galactic's here. Let's go. Yeah, Bucks are back in it. They took down the defending champs, so time to buy some Buck stock. Seeing some Vegas people in the chat. So we just booked the Vegas trip. We will be out there the 9th to the 13th, I think, whatever that Thursday to Tuesday is. So get excited about that for some summer league action. And treated ourselves here. Treated ourselves to the Cosmo. We're gonna do a little Cosmo. Let's just kind of fly through some of this news that I think that we had in the last 24 hours. Maybe find some dumb all-star bets. Also, man, we had a pretty close night last night on Underdog as well. Because, and I don't even want to take a ton of credit for this because so many things needed to happen in order to get there. A bunch of dudes were ruled out last night, and so. As I was getting ready for my own basketball game, my own little 40-man hoops, 40-plus, not 40-man, 40-plus old hoops, I was just flipping around here between Bobby Portis or Ousmane Dieng. And listen, look, we got lucky here. We got lucky a couple of times. So we finished 11th here, right? You can see Dieng went for 56. We had a Dieng swap and a Bobby Portis. That was for 11th for a 700. Then we finished 19th for 675. Another Dieng Bobby Portis swap. 21st for 600. We had 25th for 600. 46 for 150. We had a bunch of shots at it. We had a bunch of shots at it last night. At one point, before LeBron went absolutely nutso the whole game, he kind of went nuts. Before that happened, it looked like I was going to go first, second, and third there for a little bit, and I was very excited. All right, Common Man said he's only going if the Mavs get the number one pick. That's fair. 40 man, what is this, football? Nice, you got it, Boston Base. Yeah, we won our game last night. We were up, I want to say we were up 18 in the first half. And they have this rule where if you get up 10, there's two things you're not allowed to do. If you're up 10, you can't press. You gotta you can't do a full court press. Nobody's full court pressing anyways. You can't do that. But you can't score a basket until everybody on your team has crossed half court. So there's basically no fast breaks unless everybody's running. So what ends up happening is the game slows down. So we're up 18. They come all the way back. Your boy stuck a couple of threes down the stretch to seal the deal, even hit some free throws, which we haven't done in a while. So And we were going to the hoop. We haven't gone to the hoop in a long time. We were out there. We were balling. We were hooping last night. So big dub. So we started out 0-2, 2-2 now. We're 2-2. Pitch that to Adam Silver. Yeah. Let's just kind of fly through some of this news. So we got to start, man, the tanking stuff. Everybody is just rock hard for the tanking stuff, huh? Bobby Marks is on Twitter saying he's going to like bet his 401k on stuff. Like it was just wild. We're going to get to Beasley and CP3 here in a little bit, but let's start with this. So the NBA fined the Utah Jazz $500K, and the Indiana Pacers $100,000 related to the management of their rosters in their recent games. So this is from Shams, right? This dropped last night, I believe. And you know, I feel so conflicted on this too, because like part of it, I get it. I mean, it sucks. The tanking thing sucks. It seems to be starting earlier and earlier. I get that. It is kind of nuts that one of the games that they are referencing, the Jazz won, you know? And then the Jaren Jackson Jr. news came out, I think, after we finished the NBA bit yesterday, right? That he's going to go under the knife. They found like I think it's a tumor, right? It said like, but I don't like fully understand what exactly it was, but it seemed like not serious enough that like he could play on it a little bit and like he wasn't going to do more damage on it. I don't know if it's a tumor. Maybe I'm using the wrong word. But anyways, he's going to go under the knife. He's going to be done for the season. And it's just one of those things. I think the only reason the league is freaking out about it is because everybody else is freaking. Like the podcast circuit's talking about it. Everybody's talking about it. So then the league feels like they need to respond. There's also some like, and I don't know how legit this reporting is, but that the Thunder are using back channels to make sure that the league weighs in on this. Now, the Thunder obviously own the Jazz pick if it falls out of the top 8, right? It's just weird to me that we're finding the Pacers. We're finding the Pacers and we're finding the Jazz, but we're not finding the Wizards. And the Wizards, who have had like three different games so far in the second half of the season, or like this past month, is in the new year, where they've just done a mass rest, right? Where they've rested everybody. They've been playing Alex Sarr only like 25 minutes now. Alex Sarr's out; he's going to miss a couple weeks. Keyshawn George was only playing like 25 minutes, right? So they're like limiting their starters too. And we've used this example before, but the Raptors last year did the same shit. Where like Scotty Barnes, and so like Scotty Barnes would play 25 minutes, he wouldn't play the fourth quarter. And so I don't think there's a good solution to this, because there's something to be said for having your starters play at all, right? And because the biggest complaint is like, oh, I paid tickets and I didn't get to see Scotty Barnes play basketball. He's my favorite player. Well, in this scenario of tanking, he's playing 3/4 of the game. And so like I think the real people that are pissed are people that are just betting on these games. Those are the only ones that I could see being really upset. And I already did the integrity rant, right? Where everybody's like, oh, it's fucking with the integrity of the game. The integrity of the game. Like, yeah, it's annoying, man. Like, it's silly that last night Yusuf Nurkic was ruled in. He's announced he's not starting, and then he's a coach's decision DNP, and they're on a back-to-back. And I get it. But until the league changes the rules, right? Right now, teams are incentivized not to do well if they're not going to be a contending team. Like, what do you want? What do you want from them to do? And so I like the idea to finding them $500K. It really does feel like Adam Silver's. And honestly, if I bet Adam Silver's happy that this is the talking point, because the other talking point is like, are you ever gonna fucking do anything about this Clippers situation? Are we ever gonna get any sort of update from the investigation? And they're, oh, it's an ongoing investigation. It's an ongoing. We gotta figure it out. It's an ongoing investigation. And I'm sure that is what is going to be peddled to us this weekend during All-Star Game weekend, when Adam Silver actually talks to some reporters. But like, you know, wait, you're not comfortable talking about anything like that yet. We'll make sure everybody yells about, like, Bobby Marks. I'm not good enough at Photoshop, but I was trying to get Bobby Marks' bald head to be like the guy, the kid in school with the vein meme. You know what I'm saying? The vein meme. Because that's kind of what it feels. He's just getting so mad, Bobby Marks. About, oh, this is unacceptable. Like Bobby Marks, same dude that pulled the Celtics Nets trade back in the day. So I don't know. So anyways, that was one. That was like the first big piece of news we got. And then CP3, the point guard retiring from basketball. And it is kind of weird, man. So, like, the Raptors waived him a few hours ago. It just, for it to end so unceremoniously is kind of bizarre, you know? CP3's had a pretty storied career. And, you can, like, yeah, he never won the big game. Never, he's not a big gamer. You'd like how the Clippers flamed out and all of that stuff. And he goes back to LAC this year and then it's just kind of let go. And it's weird. It's weird that, one of the better players of the last 20 years, obviously he's not in the same conversation as some of the other guys that we're talking about, like as all-time greats. But when you think of just like straight up point guards, he's up there, right? He's up there on that list. So I don't know. It just felt weird. It felt weird for this to be the end of CP3. And then he announced on like Instagram that he was officially retiring. So, yeah. So CP3 all done. It's cause of the trade that got canceled. Which trade got canceled? Are you talking about the Lakers trade? The Lakers trade from like 2000 whatever. I like that the chat's just kind of doing their own thing today. Boston Base had his. Did you have an afternoon coffee today, Boston Base? A little 4 p.m. Java jump. Anyway, so CP3 done with the basketball. So it was a good run. Wonder what he does next, if he gets into coaching or if he media or if he just kind of does his own thing now. CP3. The other piece of news that we got, Malik Beasley, baby. Malik Beasley's back in Puerto Rico. Free agent Malik Beasley has signed a deal to play in Puerto Rico's Grammy Award-winning artist Bad Bunny's team, Santurce Crabbers. Both parties tell ESPN. Team seasons begins in March. Beasley has been under NBA and FBI investigations for gambling allegations. And Shams goes on to say it gives Bees the opportunity to play for Bad Bunny. Man, Shams, why did you have to put Bad Bunny in both tweets? I thought that was kind of funny. Anyways, so we'll have to wait and see. I just thought that was Malik Beasley, man. Haven't seen Malik Beasley updates in a while. Haven't seen him in a while. But yeah, that does it for like the news updates. We had like 3 games that nobody really cared about last night, right? The Milwaukee Bucks beat down the Oklahoma City Thunder. Yeah, the Lakers, LeBron Braun with a trippy dubby against the Dallas Mavericks. What was the other game? Jazz and Blazers. That was it, right? Yeah, we'll mess around with that too. I figured we could look at the All-Star stuff this weekend. I'm gonna be honest, like I've gone to the All-Star game the last couple of years, and I'm not really mad that I'm not going. You know what I mean? Maybe it's because I already know I have another LA trip on the books, but I'm okay sitting this one out, I think. Let's go through some of these events though, see if we can get some bets down. Con Knipple, the odds-on favorite here to win the 3-point contest. Also, location restricted. Come on, bro. Try again. Let's see. Come on, let me bet. It's so weird. It does it on desktop sometimes, but on my phone, it's fine. Anyways, Connie Knips. I always find in the 3-point contest, and again, none of this is financial advice, I'm just going to go ahead and bet on long shots. I mean, there's so much variance in 3-point shooting. These guys are all elite shooters. I don't think I'm going to get to Bobby Portis, but Jamal Murray, why not Jamal Murray? Plus 650? Plus 650 for Jamal Murray? Kling Kong had a great game last night. The rebound bet was like the clear bet of the night. Once the Utah Jazz basically ruled out Lowry, Triple J, and we knew Nurk wasn't going to go, cookies. Borland said, yeah, you took Spida. Yeah, Spida is good too. I honestly, any of these long shots, like I'm not betting on Con. You can bet on Dame just because it's fun. Booker, like, Can we have is Booker a good 3-point shooter? Like, what does he hit? Like two threes a game? Yeah, I'm not taking Bobby Portis, man. I'm not taking Bobby Portis. I'm going to go Jamal or Spida in this one, plus 650 or plus 750. So that's the 3-point contest. Yeah, I'm not going to bet on like specific scores. Do they not have any dunk stuff? So this is the All-Star game. I don't even like fully understand what's happening with the All-Star game. Stars and Stripes, Stars and what? Like, it's just Team Mellow, Rising Stars. That's tonight, right? Rising Stars is tonight. You guys see De'Aaron Fox and Brandon Ingram both got added to the All-Star rosters. That's kind of fun. But yeah, I don't. The Shooting Star is this tonight? No, the Shooting Stars is tomorrow. Yeah, you're right. This shit starts so early. Wait, why is this the? So this the All-Star game starts at 5 p.m. So the 3-point contest starts at 5 p.m. That is really early. Why is it starting so early? Because that's even earlier West Coast. Yeah, I can't talk about it right now. The Boston base. Con for 3-point and All-Star. You went Mitchell. Okay, that's kind of fun. We got Trev said the Milwaukee Bucks to make the play-in tournament plus 1,000 is probably a decent bet given Giannis likely won't be down to sit out the rest of the season. That's an interesting take, Trev. I'm not really sure what to do with Giannis or the Bucks. I mean, I don't know. Maybe they found some fool's gold in what Ousmane Dieng is doing right now, and maybe Giannis saw that yesterday, and he's like, "Sign me up, baby. Sign me up." Work from home, dude. All right, let me pop over to So Rare too. Let's see if I can build some stuff. I didn't really have a good So Rare week. Only a couple of hitters. We won a bunch of essence, but yeah, I don't know if I have anything for the daily. Let's see. All right, so let's check this out. Let's see what we got. I'll be honest, I haven't looked at it at all. I haven't looked at any of this stuff, but what do they have? So it's just like a daily pickup. And I got nobody. That I find it hard to believe that I have nobody. I have nobody? I don't have any rookies or any second-year guys? Wow. All right. That's too bad. Well, that was fun while it lasted. Yeah, I don't know. Wow, Boston base. What's going on, bro? What is going on? Thank you, man. Oh, they did not update it. Okay, that's good. Have to. Jesus. Come on. What are our French friends doing over there? All right, let's try this again. Let's try setting this up again. Battling my allergies are going nuts today, guys. We might be a quick show today. All right, so I have to uncheck some boxes, huh? Uncheck some boxes. What? Not playing this week. Okay, and then I have to manually search for them? Wait, is that real? Like, it's not even going to tell me who's playing? I have to just, manually search? This is so dumb. So I need to have a roster side by side with it? God, why? Come on. This is terrible. Yeah, but you will see the ones with the days. That's shitty though. All right, let's zoom in a little bit. So it'll just say if it has a game under it. Cooper Flag would have been nice. I probably don't have anybody. I honestly don't know. I guess their caps would most likely be low anyways, unless it was Con or Cooper. I don't think I have a Dylan Harper. I might have some second-year guys, though. Keyshawn George. So he's playing because it says Friday, 21:55. Is that right? So Keyshawn George is playing? Man, this is pretty terrible. All right, we do have a Klingon. Is Colin Murray Boyles actually playing? I thought he was hurt. All right, we got Klingon in there. I don't think I have fears. I'll just go player by player. I don't think I have fears. Murray Boyles. No, we got Keegan and Jamal. All right, so that's 2 anyways. Team Vince, you have Edgecombe. I think we have an Edgelord. Edgelord right there, and I might have Queen. Nope. I hope I have 2 more. Matas Buchelis. Oh, Coward. Jalen Wells, too. I forget he's second year. All right, we definitely have a Wells. I don't know if we have a Coward. I hope I have at least 1 more. All right, no Coward. So I think, what do we have? 1 team left? Shit. Con Knibble. Oh, we got Khalil Ware. So Alex Sarr's not playing. He's out. Alex Sarr's out. AJ's out. Reese Hache replaced him. Okay, so we'll go to Ware. I mean, if there was Ware's just going to be happy to play basketball again. All right, that's pretty good, right? Jalen Wells, Kling Kong, Keyshawn, VJ, Ware. That's going to take it down. All right, there we go. That's the squad. Squad goals. Coward is injured too. Okay, there we go. A lot of injuries. Is Castle playing? I guess he's healthy now. All right, the other thing I wanted to do, if it's cool with you guys, we're gonna go to the best ball database over here. The best ball database. Because and if you guys, I know some of you guys did best ball along with us over in the off season here, so I'll drop the link in there. This is Patrick Donovan created this site. It tracks everything. It's like pretty accurate here. But if you go over to more and then click double dribble, which is pretty new, and then you can search by your username. And you can see I had 150 teams and I have 38 advancing currently, a 25% advance rate. This is my highest scoring team at 14,103. We got Maxi Pritchard, Keontae, Dylan Harper, Drew, Davion, Marcus Smart. Then with Trey, Randall, RJ, Bobby, Tyrese, and Hunter, and then Jokic, Zion, and Nimi. One of the crazier things here, if we clear our name, and then if you type in Nikola Jokic, this is what I thought was wild, right? So if you look at Jokic and you refresh the leaderboard, 54% of the teams that drafted Nikola Jokic advanced. Isn't that nuts? Let's check Boston Base. Let's see how our guy Boston Base is doing. Boston Base did 13 teams. He's got 3 advancing, though. So let's see Boston Base is, wow, this was you get a couple that are close, too. But, okay, so this one, 13,000. Let's see this lineup here. Ant-Man, Maxi, Jamal, Hero, Pod God, D-Lo, and Smart. Cat Nakongu is Biggs. Man, remember? Oh, but look at Jason Tatum right there. And Tatum seems like he's going to be back soon. It seems like he could be back soon. That's pretty good. What about, is it just Matt Wesley 13? Is that right? Is it 13? Did I make that up? There we go. 23 advancing for old Matty Harrison. There we go. Here's his highest scoring one. You got Spida, Hero, Ivy, Porter Jr. Pod, Kyrie. Let's see how many Pistons. I mean, Ivy was a Piston when he started. Siakam, Randall, MPJ, Kuz, Bilal, Brooks, Jokic. Look at that Jokic Sar Queen. It's elite big room. Who else was drafting with us in this summer? Who else did that? Yeah, Tatum back in 1 week. We're saying the streets are saying it. We can look at how many of people who drafted Tatum. 352 have him advancing. Somebody named Chris Stapps. That's pretty fun. Yeah, and you know what? Maybe we'll do. Why don't we? I don't know. I don't have anything else planned for today. This was just a smorgasbord. We could jump in a best ball draft. We could do that. We got MLB coming back soon. Also, shout out. I know Boston Base. You gifted 10 memberships. That was really nice. Oh, it's Hershey. Let's check. It's Hershey. Let's go back to that. Sorry. We can check NBA TST as well. All right, let's refresh that. All right, we got an advancing team at Hershey. Let's see what we got. Mitchell, Maxi. Look at CJ. CJ came on strong. Harper. I keep waiting for Dylan Harper to pop. Bub, Dante. Dante, a great late click. He had Trey, The Claw, Ace Bailey, OJ. Chris Boucher. Tricked us all. We need Chris Boucher to get signed by somebody, man. Need him to get signed by somebody. Look at JJL, the GOAT. JJL, did you get to 1,000 Twitter followers yet? Did that happen? Let's go pop into Underdog. Let's see what we can do. Maybe we can build a pick'em too. I don't even know. Although they're not showing pick'ems in the lobby for me anymore. They won't even let me look. So I've been doing some baseball stuff. Let's see how quickly this will fill if we do it. Oh, it's pretty far away from filling. I've been doing a couple of baseball teams though. Been having fun with that. All right, I'm gonna unregister. If that was gonna fill right away, we would have done it. Yeah, I saw that too. Shams 3.5 points tonight over under. I saw what the tweet that I saw going around was that Shams 3.5. Also, Zachary Risa Shea had one. Oh, JJL, the goat man. Although, wait, is it what time? What time is it where you are right now? You're ahead of us though, right? Isn't it like 4 in the morning? No, it can't be. Let's see. What time is it in Australia? Well, let's look it up right now. 8:26 a.m. Oh, it's early. Oh, Saturday. It's Valentine's Day for you, JJL. Happy Valentine's Day, JJL. Happy Valentine's Day. That could get you to 1K. It could. Let's see. Let's go check. Let's go check JJL. It is Valentine's Day. It is. Oh, still in bed, man. Just the dream. Thank you for that. Was very generous, sir. Very generous. Let's see if we got JJL to 1K, and if not, we'll share. Let's see. He's at. Oh, he got to 1K. JJL got to 1K. If you're not following him, he's the best. He's the best. Oh, let's go check Weisberg's. I see Weisberg in the chat. We can check your. We can check your best ball. See how you're doing, big dog. Oh, we got a new Shams tweet. What's this? Oh, it's just about Malik Beasley. It's the third tweet. Gotta have three. Gotta have three. All right, back to the double dribble board. Is your name just Mike Weisberg? Is that what it is? There he goes. Okay, he's got 5 advancing. Let's see the best one here. 13,792. Spida, Pool Party, Keontae, Bub, Bradley Beal, Sexton, Wallace, Cason Wallace. Cason Wallace thought he was going to cook last night. He did not. Kevin Durant, Trey Murphy, Miles Bridges, that piece of shit. John Collins, Kuminga, CMB, little late round CMB. That's a pretty fun team. Pretty fun team, Mike. What's kind of fun, so we are like the playoffs are here almost. I think it ends next Sunday, right? It's a week from Sunday is round 1. I'm pretty sure. Because we are officially, what they did with week 17 was they split it up a little bit so that, because this wasn't really a full week, right? So I think they come back. So the next set of games is on Thursday, a week. So it'll be, what was yesterday? 12th, 19th. So February 19th, it picks back up. So the 19th, the 20th, the 21st, and the 22nd. I think it'll end on the 22nd. And then we advance into the pods. And I believe, if I remember correctly, I think you kind of have to win your pod in round 2. I think it's just, if I go to the all rules here, if we go to all rules, I'm pretty sure you got to win your pod in round 2. 1 for 1. All right, Mitch. 1 for 1 is pretty good. Yeah, let me, well, I'll look at your team in a second. All right, so yeah, round 2, it's a 10-person group. At the end of the round 2, okay, no, the top 2. So okay, we get through 1 through 12, right? 12-person groups, I mean. And then the top 2 in those advance. Second round, top 2 of 10-person groups advance. But then round 3 is when shit gets real because it's only a 125-person final group. Wow. So if we get to the bottom, you have to win round 3 of a 10-person group to get to the final. Now, the playoffs are 2 weeks. So round 2 is going to be 2 weeks. Round 3 is going to be 2 weeks. And the finals is 2 weeks. And then if we let's look at that prize pool. 100K to first. So if you make it to the final 125, if you make it to the final, you're guaranteed $500. And that's not including what you make going from round to round, right? So if you advance to the first round, $15, advance to the next round, what is it, like $50 or so? Or maybe it's 15 for the first couple weeks. No, 15, 50, 110. Okay. But yeah, 100K up top in this bad boy. We love that. We love that. We will. We absolutely will, Consigliere. I'm not going to go. This is going to be a quick one. I just felt like I didn't want to do the 9 a.m. show this morning because I stayed up too late watching basketball. I didn't get home from my game until I think it was like 10. Then we watched the pit. and then I watched the Lakers game. But I was so sore yesterday. I was so sore after the game. And I made the mistake. I've been having coffee in the afternoon, man. It's a new thing that I've been doing. All right, let's go look at Mitchell Make's team, though. But yeah, we're going to wrap up, and then my wife and I are going to go get a cocktail, and then we're going to go out for sushi. And I'm really excited about it. And I think Bandy's coming back from. He got groomed today. Yeah, I think I hear him come flying in now. Let's see. Yeah, oh, there you go. Whoa, coming in hot. We're over here. Where'd he go? Oh, that's great. All right, let's go get let's look at Mitch's lineup here. Let's look at it. Yeah, me too. I am too. The pit was great too. Enjoying the pit a lot. All right, Mitchell. Let's see what we got. 1 for 1, baby. 13,000. All right, we get a look at the okay, so we get a 5-guard. No, 6-guard lineup. So Cade, Keontae, Malik Monk, Harper, Fears, and Shannon. Shannon, I was expecting, I liked him as a late round flyer. KD, brutal injury luck with Franz. Kuminga not really doing shit. However, Kawhi's been good. Keldon Johnson, honestly, been a great bench piece too. And then, like, I love this build of the 4 bigs where, like, if Vooch is going to be your first big, fill it up with bigs after that. Unlucky with Edey, but I don't know. Is Edey going to come back this year? Or is Edey done? Can't tell. I can't tell if what we're going to get with Edey the rest of the way. Hard to know. I imagine he's done because they just want to lose games and they're nervous about him. All right, I love that we're going to get somewhere between 35 and 40 plus teams through. And I'm really excited to see. I just want to I feel like we've been sweating this for so long. Like with football, at least it moves pretty quickly. It's like 14 weeks. Although I guess this is only like 17 or 18. But excited to get into the postseason for this. And then so I made it to the final. I think I had 2 teams get to the finals a couple years ago because I remember during the final, I was on vacation. I was in Mexico. And speaking of tanking, the Oklahoma City Thunder and the Phoenix Suns had shut down both SGA and Devin Booker. And so, must have been pre-COVID. Wow. Was it pre-COVID? Or maybe it was like no, it must have been, I don't know when it was. But both SGA and Book got shut down. No, I did not see Clay Bomani's take, Weisberg. I didn't. I did not see that. I can look it up though. Let's find it right now. Let's see what it was. All right. The last thing I saw from him is sharing a Rolling Stone thing. Then okay, here we go. I think I found it. How to discuss. Oh, Clay in the Hall of Fame. Okay, here we go. I'll share it. We can react. I'm assuming it's this.
I think it's very debatable whether or not Klay Thompson is a basketball Hall of Famer. I believe that he is a Hall of Famer only in the context in which he is making the Hall of Fame.
Well, is Draymond a Hall of Famer then by that rationale?
Draymond is very interesting because I find him to be more singular than I find Klay Thompson to be. I think Klay Thompson had a somewhat singular ability at a thing where Draymond Green is a one-of-one player. During the Warriors run, we would talk about, well, the Warriors are so good because they have 3 Hall of Famers and they got Kevin Durant, who's an obvious Hall of Famer. And it's like, well, they're so good because they have 4 Hall of Famers. And I'm like, no, I think we're working backwards here. Because if you went and look historically, the teams that were champions overwhelmingly had X numbers of Hall of Famers. What I think then happens is we then ascribe a Hall of Fame status to players who are on championship teams because our brains say in order to be a champion, you have to have this many Hall of Famers, when in reality it was these teams had this many Hall of Famers, but there are also teams that had 3 Hall of Famers that weren't champions. We say Klay Thompson and Draymond Green have to be Hall of Famers, but what we're also saying, and don't realize it, is someone who's made this mistake himself, we're underrating the greatness of Steph Curry. Did you have to have all those Hall of Famers, or was that guy just so good that he counts as 2 Hall of Famers by himself?
Wow, that's interesting. I mean, can't both be true? You know, why does it have to be one or the other? Can't both be true? Like, Steph can be a top 10, top 12 player of all time. And then that's also underselling what Klay was defensively prior to that injury. You know, Klay was considered a 2-way player. He was guarding their best guard. He absolutely was a Hall of Famer. I think that's a pretty I mean, he's absolutely a Hall of Famer. I mean, think about some of the people that have got into the NBA Hall of Fame. He's absolutely a Hall of Famer. But I think that's underselling what he did defensively. Like, we know him as just the elite 3-point shooter. But I mean, if he wasn't on Steph's team, we'd talk about him more as like, he scored like 39 points in a quarter, wasn't it? What are we doing? What are we doing? That's pretty bad. That's pretty bad. I hate that. I hate that take. I hate that. And like, yeah, you can count Steph as 2 Hall of Famers, sure. But also, we wouldn't, if Steph did not have Clay and Draymond on his team, I don't think we'd be talking about Steph in the same light that we're talking about him, right? Because they would have just been, I'm like careful. I want to be careful in how I say this too, because I'm not trying to underrate Steph. But if Steph doesn't have Clay and Draymond on that team, how many titles did they win? You know? Or, so I guess Bomani's saying that, like, whoever would have been his teammates would have been Hall of Famers? Oh, who? Like Brandon Pajemski? I mean, we've seen that part too. We've seen it when it's not those guys. DJP's too locked in on the daily game. Oh, hey, good conversation, guys. Conversation is Murray Boyles, though. No. Colin Murray Boyles is not playing. I find it hard to believe anybody that was not able to play basketball games this week for their team because they were injured is going to play in an exhibition game. So Colin Murray Boyles is not playing. Yo, did you hear that, Gabriel? Yeah, I don't think Pods is going to be the guy. I don't think Pods is going to be the guy. That's a pretty bad take. That's a pretty bad take. Or underselling how good Draymond really is. But what I'm saying is, why does it have to be one or the other? Why are we so broken societally that we can't, I don't know. Yeah, but that's everything. The situation is everything. We would not be, and without Clay and Draymond, we wouldn't think Steph is a top 10 player of all time. You know? Because he might not have a title. Like, he might not. Yeah, I don't know. That's pretty bad. I think we're just we're looking at it through the prism of we're looking at, like, this is kind of the fault of somebody who's now played too long, where we've seen too many washed seasons of Clay, where he's now, 7th or 8th guy coming off the bench and just chucking. Is Clay Ray Allen? I say no. I say yes. I say yes. If anything, Clay was maybe a little bit less offensively developed and way more defensively developed. Ray Allen had signature playoff moments. Klay Thompson had signature playoff moments. Ray Allen won titles as like the 3rd best guy on the team, sometimes the 5th best player on the time. Ray didn't need a title to get in. Oh, yeah, but he did get titles. I don't think Clay needed a title to get in. Why does Clay need a title to get in? Clay is like one of the most elite 3-point shooters of all time. I mean, honestly, Ray Allen is the perfect comp here. We don't know what Clay would have done with his own team. I mean, we have some examples of Ray Allen doing it with Seattle, Ray Allen doing it with Milwaukee, and Ray Allen was just Reggie Miller until he went to Boston and won titles, or won a title, and then went to Miami at the back end of his career and won another one or 2. Was he on both of those, or just one of those? This would have been like, I mean, I think if you, I'm actually surprised. I do think this is people weighing too much. Jimmy Butler is ahead of him? Get the fuck out of here. Why? Why would Jimmy Butler be ahead of Clay? No way. Oh, I'm so out on that. Yeah, you guys, wow, just like some really bad takes. Really bad takes. Everybody seems to be rock hard for Jimmy Butler coming in second a couple of times. Like, not durable. Not durable in the regular season. I mean, incredible in the playoffs. He's had an incredible, yeah, put him in the playoff Hall of Fame. Consigliere, you got to put all of the, okay, there was this, I missed this. On Draymond, Trev says, if you take away the team accomplishments, which you can't when discussing Hall of Fame, is he better than Rudy? No. No. And I'm not even out on Jimmy Butler. I think Jimmy Butler's good. That's weird to get all this Clay hate. Again, I think it's people weighing too much what they've seen from the last couple of years. But yeah, I forget whoever brought up the OKC series. Was that Weiss? Somebody brought up OKC. I mean, like that was Clay saved them. Clay saved them for that title. Or right, they won the title that year. Was that the year that I think they did, or is that the year they lost in the finals to LeBron James? But yeah, I'm surprised you guys are out on Clay. Yeah, I don't know. Look at some of the people they've let into the Hall of Fame, guys. Klay Thompson is absolutely a Hall of Famer. You know? And I do agree. Like, I think that's an interesting take that Steph Curry counts as 2 Hall of Famers. That's fine. You can say, holy shit, Steph's awesome. Just like Larry Bird's awesome, but Kevin McHale is still really good. Like, you can have more than one guy that's great on a team. Like, it's not, like, hey, Dwayne Wade was the second best player, the Miami Heat. Although I guess you will probably say LeBron was because you hate LeBron, but maybe Dwayne Wade not that good. You see Dwayne Wade on the Bulls, he shouldn't be in the Hall of Fame. Get him out of the Hall of Fame. I think you can have 2 Hall of Famers on a team, guys. I think you can. I think Chris Bosh is like criminally underrated. I do. I think he's criminally underrated. I think if he was able to stay healthy, he would have had like a nice long run. Honestly, if he was just 10 years old, younger too. Like although the NBA is kind of switching a little bit now, where it's going back to the bigs matter more. But man, if Chris Bosh came around, like if he was hitting his prime, like the beginning of his prime, during this era where the small ball 5, I mean, holy crap. He'd be incredible. Also, Bosh I know he ended up being the fall guy a ton in Miami. He was first of all, sacrificed more than most. Just really funny. Bosh, A+ sense of humor. Like that, his All-Star campaign was great. It was corny, but it was great. I do think defense weren't ready for the movement. 5-out shit caught everyone sleeping. It did. I agree with that. Although it's kind of fun seeing it come back now, where it's you need a big. Like the bigs are important. Bigly. I think that's pretty fun. Is there anything with this All-Star weekend you guys are looking forward to? Are you guys planning on watching any of this? All right, we gotta come on. I actually think I'm really I think tomorrow I'm kind of interested in the 3-point contest and the dunk contest. I might on Sunday I'll have it on in the background because it starts early enough. I saw people were saying, it being over. I think I'm more interested in like the media stuff that's going to come out of it. I'm curious if they actually ask Adam Silver any difficult questions. Even though he's not going to give us any answers, it would be nice for somebody not named Pablo Torre to ask the question about the Clippers stuff. I think that would be useful, especially because the game's being held there. I think that would be good. Yeah, that's why I don't think they're going to do it. I honestly don't think they're going to do it anytime soon. As Pablo pointed out, the Lawrence Frank extension seemed to be some hush money. Are you happy to not have to cover the All-Star game this year, given it's in LA? Yeah, I mean, you know what's funny? There's part of me that did want to go to LA, but now that I'm going to the Dog Bowl next month, I'm fine to not go. I honestly, I really liked the first one I went to, Salt Lake City, was pretty cool because I'd never been to Utah. And Salt Lake was like kind of a fun city. I had a really good time. Dustin was out there with me. That was a blast. So I liked Salt Lake. And then Indianapolis was fine. Actually, I kind of liked Indy too. I mean, I wish I didn't find out I was going to Indy until like a week before, and so my hotel sucked. But then last year in San Francisco, So Rare stepped it up a little bit, took care of that hotel. So shout out So Rare, and we stayed at a really nice one in a good part of the city. That was a lot of fun. San Francisco was a lot of fun, but I'm all starred out a little bit. So you saw Frank last night at an event. He seemed happy with the money. Oh, that's pretty cool. Magikarp getting caught up here. Well, I'm excited for him to get caught up on the clay stuff. But yeah, I'm excited to go to the Dog Bowl. Though we're going to a Lakers-Pacers game, which is going to be hilarious. The Pacers, you think the Pacers are tanking now? Wait till you see them in a month, baby. Wait till you see them in a month. That'll be a good time. But I am really excited about the Dog Bowl. We did my counting here before this show started, and I got to tell you, boys, it's been a good hoop season on the Underdog app. We've had a good season on the Dog app. You guys have anything else for me? We might wrap up. Just a little 45-minute hang here as we're heading into All-Star Weekend. So I don't think we'll have an NBA bid on Monday. Because we won't have a live before lock. We got like some quiet time. If some chaos comes out of this weekend, we'll do something on Monday, but Monday being the holiday, most likely we'll be back on Tuesday. We'll probably do a Tuesday, Thursday, Friday next week. Because again, hoops do not return until Thursday. We'll have a special live before lock on Thursday this week instead of Friday because the game week will start a week early or a day early. The holiday is President's Day, I believe. I think that's what we're at. I think it's President's Day. Although I thought like President's Day was kind of yesterday, but they moved it to a Monday. I don't know. I don't really know. But yeah, so we'll be back next week. I hope everybody enjoys the weekend. Thanks for hanging out. Little 45-minute sesh. Take us out with some hands, baby. We will close these hands. You know what? I'll remove myself from the video. I mean, from like the screen. So it's just these hands. You know what, that Trick and Frig, sometimes they yell at you, especially if you don't like Klay Thompson. Sometimes they yell at you. The vibes are good now for Trick and Frig. The Suns are fun. Ishbia seems to be, Ishbia's playing ball this weekend. Vibes are good here, and that was a good suggestion. I got to scroll down all the bookmarks here. I got to unbookmark some of this Celtic shit. All right, here we go. We're gonna play out with these hands. We'll call it a day. Hope everybody enjoys the weekend. Lincoln today, Presidents on Monday. Thank you, Consigliere. I knew you would know, you dork. All right, here we go. Let's play this out. Let's get myself off the screen.
Same hands that work the pain. Same hands I fold in prayer. 12 years and I'm still learning what it means to really care. They see me on the court at night, but that ain't all I am. From Ames to San Antonio, trying to serve a bigger plan. These hands that give, these hands that live, more than buckets, more than wins.